Look around you. Almost everything you can see was bought, sold, or paid for with money. The roof over your head, the phone in your hand, the food in your kitchen. Money was the only medium of exchange for all that. Now imagine you wake up tomorrow and all of it is simply gone. Your bank balance is zero. Your wallet is empty. Your credit cards do not work and every payment app has crashed overnight. The entire idea of money has just vanished from the face of the earth. How the world will survive now? Here's the strangest truth that most of us never thought about. The money you own was never real in the first place. It's just a shared belief. The notes in your wallet, your bank balance, and those numbers sitting on the bank servers all are just an illusion. Money works only because everyone agrees to believe it has value. A promise we've all silently signed that this piece of paper, this number in an app, can be exchanged for something real. If that agreement breaks and money disappears, the rhythm of the modern life starts to break almost immediately. At first, it looks like a glitch. Most people would assume it was a banking error, a cyber attack, or some temporary system failure. But then it will not get fixed. Within minutes, panics would begin. People would rush to the ATMs, but the machines would have nothing to give. Others would run to supermarkets, petrol stations, and pharmacies. But then arises this one impossible question. How do you buy anything when money is no longer there? Cashiers would not know what to do. Store owners would panic. Customers would start arguing. The polite rules of society, waiting in line, paying at the counter, start to dissolve. Because those rules were held together by an invisible trust. So there would be no system, no rules, and no trust. By midday, panic would spread into the streets. Think about everyone who only goes to work because they get paid. Your local supermarket doesn't store months of food. They are designed to be restocked constantly. Every day, trucks bring bread, milk, meat, vegetables, and medicines. But those trucks depend on payments, salaries, invoices, fuel suppliers, farmers, and buyers. Once money disappears, every link in that chain starts asking the same questions. I should give you this in exchange of what? This is where it turns dark. Cities hold millions of people but grow almost no food of their own. But as the supply chain is already broken, the hunger sets in. And nothing rewrites human behavior faster than hunger. Anger boils in first. So the people gather as furious crowds and break into banks and ATMs, demanding the money that no longer exist. Then the rage escalates and shops and buildings are set on fire. It becomes a full-blown purge of pure rage and desperation as everyone fights for the last scraps of food and fuel. The cities, the proudest symbols of human evolution, become the most dangerous places to be in. Because that's where most people are when they have nothing to lose. History tells us that humans are nothing if not survivors. So people start trading again, not with money, but with things. A doctor might treat someone in exchange for food, or a farmer might trade crops for fuel. Barter, the way humans traded for thousands of years before money existed, quietly returns. But this exchange sounds simple only in theory. In real life, it's painfully inefficient. What if you have shoes and are hungry, but the person having food does not happen to want shoes? What if you are a software engineer, but your skill has no immediate value in a village that needs water, crops, and protection? Money solves this problem by acting as a universal middleman. Without it, every trade becomes a negotiation, and every negotiation becomes a risk. Risk of not getting what you want in exchange for what you offer. In the months that follow, a different world forms. The old fortunes mean nothing now. Power would shift. Not to the richest, because their money is gone too. It would be with those who can grow food, fix machines, heal the sick, or protect a group. Small communities form around real resources instead of abstract wealth. It's harder, and in many ways it's a step back into the harsher past. And a new form of inequality would emerge, not between rich and poor, but between those who have survival tools and those who do not. And then comes the twist almost no one expects. Within weeks, the world would start reinventing money. Because large societies cannot run without some form of exchange, so the money comes back. But not the one would vanish, but in another form. Maybe cigarettes become currency in one place, fuel in another, and government tokens somewhere else. Communities settle on whatever is useful, hard to fake, and easy to carry. It has happened before. In prisons, in war zones, in collapsed economies. People always invent a replacement for money within weeks. Because the truth is, money isn't really paper or numbers. It's an idea. And an idea can't be deleted entirely, because a world without some form of medium of exchange barely functions, and everyone knows it. So a world that emerges months later isn't moneyless at all. It's just running on new rules and new money. Messier, more physical, but is still getting the job done. And that's the real lesson hiding in this disaster. Money vanishing overnight wouldn't end money. It would just reinvent it. Within a single generation, new currencies, new banks, and new fortunes would rise from the ashes of the old ones. But that raises a far stranger question. If money is just an idea we can't let go of, then what else in your life is only real because everyone agreed it is?